All right. In the previous video, we solved equations A, B, C. In this video, we're going to solve D and E. Then I'm going to give you a chance to have a go at F, G, H, and I on your own. So D7 sine theta minus 2 cos theta equals to 0. So 7 sine theta minus 2 cos theta is equals to 0. Okay, so this equation is a bit different from the ones that we have done, A, B, and C, because for those ones we only had one trigonometric function. Here is just the sine, here is just the cosine, here is just the tangent. Here we've got both sine and cosine. So we're going to have to do something to end up with only one function and then progress as before. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the 2 cosine theta to the right hand side. Then we're going to divide both sides by cosine theta. So it's going to be 2 cosine theta over cosine theta, 7 sine theta over cosine theta. And then the cosine theta on the right hand side is going to cancel out. So now we have got 7 sine theta over cosine theta is equals to 2. But then we recall that tan theta is sine theta over cosine theta. So this is just tan theta. Means we can write this thing as 7 tan theta is equals to 2, of which we now have got only one trigonometric function to deal with. Then if we make the tangent theta the subject of the formula, then tangent theta is 2 over 7. So this is now like the functions the equations we solved in A, B, and C. And then this thing is saying tangent is positive, of which tangent is positive in quadrant 1 and quadrant 3. So for ref theta, we are going to have to punch inverse tangent of 2 over 7. Let's see what that gives us. Inverse tangent 2 divided by 7. That's 15.95 degrees. 15.95 degrees. So that tells us that the one that is in the first quadrant is just 15.95, and then we add multiples of 360. The one in the third quadrant is going to be that plus 180. So we say plus 180. It's going to be 195.95. So 195.95 degrees. We add multiples of 360 for the general solution. And then for the particular solution, it's just going to be these two values only, 15.1.95, 95.95. Okay, so that is example number D. Example number E, we have 5 sine theta plus 3 equals to 0. So 5 sine theta plus 3 equal to 0 is E. So the first thing we're going to do here is to isolate the trigonometric function, which is the sine theta. So that's going to give us sine theta is negative 3 over 5. So this is saying we are looking for quadrants where sine is negative. Sine is positive in the first and second quadrant, so it's negative in quadrant number 3 and quadrant number 4. Okay, so reference theta, we said if this number is negative, we disregard the negative, okay, because reference theta is always an acute angle. So we're going to do inverse sine 3 over 5. So inverse sine 3 over 5 gives us 36.87. Okay, so 36.87 degrees. That means this is 36.87. This is also 36.87. Means this angle here is going to be 180 plus 36.87. So our solution theta going to be this plus 180. It's going to be 216.87. So 216.87. Then we add multiples of 360. And then for the other angle, this one here, we're going to have to do 360 minus 36.87. So 360 minus 36.87, 323.13 is the other angle. 323.13. Then we add multiples of 360. Then for part 2, the particular solution is going to be 216.87 and 323.13. Right, so that's that. So now if you would like to pause the video and have a go at the last 4, F, G, H, and I, then when you continue the video, then you can compare with our solutions. Right, we're now going to scroll down to our answers for F, G, H, and I. We truly hope that you have tried them before you have a look at our answers. You benefit more that way than if you haven't done them. Okay, so number which ones are we doing? Yes, one moment. We are starting from F. Okay, so first we isolate the sine. So we have sine theta is 3 over 4. So that means sine is positive, so it's going to be the first quadrant and the second quadrant. Theta ref we find is 48.59, so that's 48.59 there, 48.59 there. So the one in the first quadrant is 48, the one in the second quadrant is 131. Okay, the particular solutions are those values too. This time if we isolate cosine, we find that cosine is 1/3, which means cosine is positive. So we're going to be in quadrant 1 and quadrant 4. Theta ref is 70, so the one in this first quadrant is the same as the reference angle. And the one in the fourth quadrant must be bigger than 270 and less than 360. So say 360 minus 70.53, you get to 89.47. Those two values give us the particular solutions as well. This time we isolate tan, we get 3/8. So tan is positive in the first and the third quadrants. Theta ref is 20.56. So the two solutions are 24.56 and 200.56. These ones we first combine the sine and the cosine. We find sine over cosine on the right hand side, which is tangent. So tangent is -5/9. Tangent is negative in quadrant 2 and quadrant 4. So we're going to have theta ref is 29.4.05. So if you take out this away from 180, you get 150. Then if you take this away from 360, you get that. And the two particular solutions are those ones. All right.